Welcome. The distinctions between WordPress.com and WordPress.org can produce some confusion. In this tutorial, we will discuss WordPress.org versus WordPress.com, what their differences are, and which is right for you. This video is from King Solutions. If you like this video, then please click on the like and subscribe buttons below the video to show your support for our channel. Okay, let us begin. If you're thinking of creating a website with WordPress, you have probably noticed two very similar options, WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Do not be confused by their names, they are in fact two very different web-based applications, despite both being called WordPress. Knowing the difference between them will allow you to make the right decision when deciding upon the right platform for your new website. In this tutorial, we will compare both of these web-based applications so you can make an informed decision. To get started quickly, let's take a quick overview of the two applications before delving into their differences, strengths, and weaknesses. First released on May 27, 2003, by Matt Mullenweg and Mike Little, WordPress is currently used on well over 70 million websites and powers over 29% of the internet. WordPress.com and WordPress.org are brought to you by the same team at Automattic, hence their names. WordPress.com is a hosted content management system. The team at Automattic manage the hosting and software, so it is much easier to use. The downside of this, you are subject to their rules and restrictions, as well as the advertising they place on your pages. Also, you cannot customize your own themes or plugins. WordPress.org is a self-hosted content management system. It is fully customizable, you are in total control. The downside, it needs to be installed on your own server or a third-party hosting provider, paid for by you. The upside: you can do anything your heart and imagination desires. If you intend to run an e-commerce, BuddyPress, affiliate or membership site, WordPress.org is the way to go. Now let's compare WordPress.org and WordPress.com in a little more detail. A WordPress.com site is essentially free, as long as you don't need anything out of the default offered. Unfortunately, with their free offering, you will have advertising placed on your pages, and WordPress tagged onto your domain name. If you're running a business, you don't want random advertisements, or maybe even competitors' advertisements, on your pages while potential customers are reviewing your services. This is especially true when you're not making a penny from the advertising. To have these advertisements removed, you will have to pay WordPress at least £36 a year. If you want your own domain name, you'll have to pay WordPress about £15 to £100 per year, depending upon your domain extension. WordPress.com also limits the amount of space you're allowed for your files. By default it's a mere 3 GB. For blogging, that might be acceptable, but if you are planning on growing your site or displaying high-quality images, then this amount of storage will soon be used. The next level of storage is 6 GB, this will cost you another £36 a year. Keep in mind though, that selling products via e-commerce isn't possible with WordPress.com, and affiliate marketing is monitored and strictly forbidden. WordPress.org is a self-managed, self-hosted, open-source and 100% free-to-use application. WordPress.org gives you the tools to create and manage your site. It will be 100% your own. This is the real WordPress, the one you have heard all the great things about. Ideally, some technical knowledge on PHP, CSS, and HTML would be nice to have, as would an understanding of web hosting and domains, but it's not essential. With WordPress.org, although the software is free, you will have to register a domain name, about £10 per year, and purchase hosting, from about £30 per year. Most good WordPress hosting providers provide unlimited storage. The installation of the WordPress.org software is very easy. It's just a one-click, 5-minute install with most hosting providers, and you are ready to go. Although this means you're making all of the arrangements for hosting and managing your site, with auto updates, once your site is up and running, there is actually very little to do. Now let's examine some of the freedoms and limitations of each platform. On the positive side, WordPress.com could potentially be free forever, as long as you don't desire any of the features they limit to paying customers. With a WordPress.com site, all of the site maintenance is taken care of for you. You'll never have to think about performance issues or updating your software. As WordPress.com sites are hosted by WordPress, they keep your site online and super fast all the time. They also take care of security for you too, so site hacks and comment spam should not be a problem. WordPress.com is also a very connected multi-site network, so you can share tips with other site owners. On the negative side, WordPress.com has very limited flexibility. If you want an e-commerce, membership or affiliate type site, you cannot use WordPress.com, and must use a self-hosted WordPress.org site. If you want additional features such as audio and video uploads, your own unique domain name, advertisements removed, and custom site templates, then you will incur additional costs. WordPress.com is very restrictive. You won't be able to use any custom theme templates or plugins not built into the site already, and there's not really all that much there. WordPress.com sites have advertisements placed on their pages unless you pay to have them removed. There is no FTP access to your files. Unfortunately, you will never gain full control of your website at WordPress.com. Now for some really bad news. WordPress.com can delete your site at any time, if they think it violates their terms of service. WordPress.org is a completely different animal altogether. WordPress.org is a self-managed, self-hosted, open source and 100% free to use software. WordPress.org gives you the tools to create and manage your site. It will be 100% your own. With WordPress.org you have full control over everything. You can upload custom theme templates, third-party plugins, monetize your site, conduct business transactions and more. There is really no limit to what you'll be able to accomplish with the right knowledge and tools. Although you are your own boss, such freedom comes at a price. Can you handle the responsibility of managing your own self-hosted website? There are costs involved with a self-hosted website. For starters, you will need to buy a domain name and have a website hosting plan. You'll be responsible for maintenance and security on your site. For example, you will need to install one of the many free or premium security plugins. Running a self-hosted site will naturally be a more complex undertaking and requires you to learn as you go. Feeling overwhelmed? Consider this: there are over 72 million WordPress sites out there, most of which are run by ordinary people like you and me. We're not all internet gurus. Most of us just learn as we go. Just be aware, with WordPress.org, should anything go wrong, such as a broken page or a problem with your design elements, you're effectively on your own. There are many online forums and a huge community of WordPress users available to help, but at the end of the day, you have to ask the right questions, and look in the right places for assistance. WordPress.com is the perfect platform for non-technically savvy bloggers. It's also a good solution for students and those really tight on cash. If you just want a quick and dirty way to get a blog or website up for the world to see without making money from your site, WordPress.com could be the choice for you. If you want a website for your business, and want to make money from your site, then use the self-hosted WordPress.org from the onset. The learning curve is a little steeper, but you'll reap the rewards soon enough. If you are a budding affiliate marketer, do not use WordPress.com, it's strictly forbidden. Well, I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, then please click on the like and subscribe buttons below the video, to show your support for our channel. To see more helpful videos, get more useful information and tutorials, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out the King Solutions website. The links are below the video. See you soon, and thanks again for taking the time to view this video.